lighting sucks because I've got my other thing that's I'm using for drawing, so the lighting isn't working on that properly. I was supposed to do this about an hour ago, or an hour and a half ago, and then just watching some videos, so I'm now behind on that stuff. And now I don't know what the hell's going on, because I need to get my iPad. I use Reflector 2 to screen share my iPad to my Windows computer. So, right, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right. Screen share. I'm just going to do this for a short period of time. Just for a short period of time. Excellent. Right, so if I go to this, window capture, reflector. There we go. Bella Lugosi. Okay, good. So I need to get the lighting sorted out. I need another one of these bloody lights. The missus might have ordered me one, so that's good. Hopefully, that'd be fantastic. Okay, so what am I doing? I'll play the track so far. This is the track that I've been messing with, and the problem I've got is it's always the main reason, to be honest with you, is that Marseille, good old Marseille, love doing the strings, but Marseille, if I want attack, I can't offset the attack. Like when the track starts, I can't offset before that, so the note gets hit exactly as the track or the layer starts. I don't know what the section on the left is called. The scene. Okay, the scene. That's it. So when a scene starts, I'm holding the iPad here. When a scene starts, the first note of the track cannot be offset, and so if I've got attack but I want the note to build in, to come in and to reach its peak at the start of the scene, can't do it unless someone else knows any better. And so what I can do is I can pull this track into FL Studio somehow, don't even know how, and then obviously I can just move those anywhere I want, can't I? Easy. You can do offset, but I can just drag it in the bloody timeline, can't I, and just move it anywhere I want. I'm not restricted to the sort of like scene, track, whatever. So if anyone's got any ideas for that, brilliant. But anyhow, so I'll play the way that this track is going so far. So this is what I was messing around with, and then I kind of carried on messing around with it in bed before I went to sleep. But this is how it sounds so far, and I need to work on it. I look really bloody dishevelled. I've got my screen here with the camera, and then I've got OBS on the right hand side. Let's get this over here. So hopefully everyone's doing alright. I'm doing alright. I've once again picked the prime time for everyone to be in bed. The old classic. I also didn't know whether I was going to do drawing or music. Anyhow, just listen to this. I've not done too much building up, I just did quick layers just to see how it sounds. So what I'm going to do now, see, this is one of those things, you want to get the MIDI out and get it into FL Studio, but it does every single track, the entire, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scenes, so it'll do 8 scenes long, everything. So this is like one of those things where, you know, if you're doing this, do you save a version of this? Just make sure you've got everything in each layer and just export it once. I think that's probably the best thing to do, isn't it? Save as light connection, single layer, or single scene. I didn't call it light connection, that was just random. I've got a clue what to bloody call this, but okay, so we've got this. Nothing changes with that. Nothing changes with that, so let me just copy everything up. So let's copy, I don't know, I'll just copy that to here. Copy that to here. Mute, 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 mute. Let's take these mutes off. Mute, 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 mute. One of the things about Korg Gadget that's really cool though is that it takes care of a lot of the production part for me, like the way that the sounds interact with each other. As you bring something in, you can sort of, I feel like I can hear other things being knocked slightly back. It does all that for you, and I know that when I do it in FL Studio, and I have to bloody do it myself. And I don't know how to do it. Right, so we've got that there. Okay, so good. That's just repetition, 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 repetition. Believe that is it. So I should be able to delete all the scenes. So let's delete that. Yep. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. And I guess the other thing that some people do is they'll actually just export the audio, different audio layers, and then bring that into FL Studio or whatever DAW they want to use. But you know, I want the MIDI. So if I export this now, export, Dropbox, standard MIDI file, master tracks. Okay, so that's going to just export the whole thing. Standard MIDI file, okay, to Dropbox. Doesn't ask me where to save it, just dumps it. Just bloody dumps it, doesn't it? Oh, sugar. Sugar. Right, I've put that just here. It's right there. And then while that's doing that, I'll show you this. So this is the setup I've got right now. There you go. Bella Lugosi. Oh, Bella Lugosi. So I've got me small, and then I've got this sort of thing. It's not that great, but it'll do. Yeah, when you've got a decent piano downstairs, that's pretty bloody good. That's a MIDI piano and everything. But this will do. And then Garbage Pail Kids, because obviously Garbage Pail Kids are amazing. I was going to do drawing, but I kind of thought, bugger it, let's just do a bit of this. Anyhow, let me stop that and then do something else. Fortnite, so we got, yes, we're back to this again. So that's exported. So now, what else do I want to do? I want to try and find out. So all those layers are exported. So actually, I'm going to disconnect my MIDI lab for now because that's in the way of the keyboard. And what I'm going to do is, hold on a minute, right, what I'm going to do is now go to FL Start R. So let me go to FL Studio. Can we we see everything? Yes, we can. Good, 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 good. I need to bring my bloody screen in over here. I've got a really terrible screen. It's all knocked up from moving house. Let's get rid of that window. Right, okay, so I can see what scene I'm on. Right, so this should all have downloaded into Korg Gadget maybe, or where the hell does it download to? I think there's a Korg Gadget folder that is not visible here. File settings. Dropbox, Korg Gadget. There you go. Okay. Korg Gadget. Whoa, look at that. Single scene track. Excellent. Okay. And that's Salzburg. I like the fact it puts a name on the layer. So this is like the slow bloody, you know, off you go, isn't it? This is like I select my thing, Salzburg. And then what do? Just drag that onto there. Drag that there. Wow. So that's the MIDI. That's how you do the MIDI, I suppose. I have to move the chat over here, even though no one's gonna chat. Nobody's gonna chat to me. At any given time, my daughter might wake up, and I'll have to bloody lie next to her for a bit until she goes to sleep. So right, good. Got the old chatty window. So that sounded terrible. Now what's the BPM? What is the beats per minute of my track? The tempo, or whatever it is. 80. Wow. That is rather slow. Okay, let's try that. User, so lets me export, import, save as. Can I do that on the iPad? So here we go, we've got the iPad. So I'm now going to select this, and then let's select this. Save as. I don't know, natural, grand. Let's just leave that the way it is. Hall. Because let's hear what that sounds like compared to this. I've got reverb. I've got reverb on this entire track. I don't know why. Did I do that? How does a track normally start off? Let me just do a new track. Wow, reverb starts on a track at 64 by default. Oh my god. Okay. So now I've saved this natural grand hall. I guess that selected it. So let me just make sure that is really the case. And then let's go back to here. Excellent, okay. So what happens if I export? Okay, Salzburg 2022. Okay, where did that save? Where did that save? I just did an export. Okay, so let's go back into FL Studio. This is very exciting, isn't it? FL Studio. So this is all maybe a bit small, I don't know, but I'm going to click on here, Users, Import, Korg Gadget, Projects. Is this a layer structure that I created? I cannot see. Lights connection single scene. Where did that save? Where did that save? Dropbox. Oh. I unlinked it by accident. Man alive, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna off screen. I'm gonna now look around. Well, actually, I'm gonna look very quickly on my Dropbox. That is just showing all of the MIDI files, so it's not saved its Dropbox by default. So the question is, where is it saved? It's not in Dropbox. I'm going to look in Windows, in Files. Korg Gadget. Okay, so it saved it in Korg Gadget. Okay, so it's in Files, it's in my iPad Files, so I'm going to choose More, maybe Share. Okay, hold on a minute. Right, so we're back here. So I've come into folder, into the Files application, which is this. And I've got the Salzburg here. Hot Bob, good old Hot Bob. Sherlock Holmes and a Woman in Green. Right, so let's share. Share lets me put it to Dropbox. So choose a different folder. Called Gadget. Create a folder. I'm going to call this one Gadget Exports. There we go. Let's choose that. Is that really going to send it? That is brilliant. Thank you very much. Don't need to know. Okay. So that should be in here, and Korg Gadget should now have another folder in here. Let me go back to FL Studio. Yes, Gadget Exports. There it is. How do I reload this? Where's the information about? There's information here about this stuff, but where's the information about these buttons? Gadget Exports. I just had to come out of here and go back into there again. Okay. Gadget Exports. Okay, so let's do import. Gadget Exports. Open. There it is. Let's select it. Now let's try it. Yes! second section because it's exactly the same. So light connection, this basic setup, whatever. So there you go, it's saved. Excellent, that's saved. That's a ball ache. That is a ball ache. I don't think you can do that with Brussels. I don't think it's possible with Brussels. Oh, it does. Well, for a start, I need to save this as the DKSubconscious growl, because this is, I do this all the time. This is like the thing I do nearly all the time. So if I export this now, Brussels 2022, save. So that's cool. So if I keep on modifying this and adding more in the user sort of setup, then when I save it, and all of the tracks that I do in FL Studio still use it, and I don't modify other things too much. I literally just keep it as it is. If I edit it, then if I modify it, then I'd have to save another version and give it a different name. But I remember looking at this a couple of years ago, and I don't even think I saw the export feature for Brussels. So have they finally done an update which allows for exporting every single Korg Gadget VST? We are going to find out. So I've saved that, so we've exported that. Did I export it? Yes, I did. I do believe I did. Okay, now I'm going to come to this one and see if that one's I don't actually care about this one. I don't care about the Marseille because I have other violins and a choir that's in another VST that I have, and I want to try that out instead. Like Marseille is brilliant. I love violins and stuff, and it's in there with the violins, but I need, like, so the Marseille and the Glasgow, that's all violins and choir, so I'll try that with other things. Helsinki, not too bothered about that right now. Wolfsburg, let's try this. Stack up. It's got export as well, excellent. What do I call this? Light up. ARP Classic, because it's pretty much something I do again all the time. Save. Export. No, because I must save other ones, so hold on. So I'll come out of this. What is this one? Let me just make sure. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, let me turn off. Jesus. What can I call this? Stack up to. Oh, no. Save as. Classic. Save. So now I've got 2 in there. Hold on. What? understand. Hang on, this doesn't make any sense. So I am using two Wolfsburgs. I have saved two different user settings and they're not showing up. Did I do save? Save. Okay. Saved. Why am I not seeing both of them? Shouldn't I see both in users? Okay, that's a failure, isn't it? I've used the same gadget, and in both I've saved two user audio designs or whatever. I would expect to see both of them. So let me come out and do a new track then. New. So let's load up Wolfsburg or whatever. Let's come to here. Users. I've only got one saved. Okay, so I didn't save it in here, did I? No, okay. Save our stack up to classic. So this is 1 and 2 classic, so let's save. Okay, that makes no sense. Okay, so now we've got both of them. Excellent. Doesn't make any sense at all. What does this sound like? See, that was me just playing around with pieces of track 9, so I can do that in FL Studio quite easily. This one. Drawing up, distorted. Just save it as that. PWA 80's fat. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. I don't normally save audio sounds because Korg Gadget, when you create a project, just saves the sounds for you, doesn't it? You just open up the project and there they all are, it's all saved. I don't know if that's dangerous. Okay, so brilliant. And we've got Tokyo. Not too bothered about most of this. Lisbon. It really, really does have export for everything. That is amazing. Polymath bass. I'll call it synth bass. No, it sounds analog to me. This Analogenflögen bass. I'll show you what I mean. Doesn't sound analog, but whatever. What does analog sound like? What else we got? We've got this one. What does this sound like? I don't even know if that's even needed. This is the important one right here. So that is another one of these beauties. And what is that? That's a polymath. Wow. Now I've obviously messed with this as well. No. Save as. Good. They've got export and save for everything now. They didn't do it before and they've got it. So this is perfect. This makes my experience still a ball ache, but much better. Polymath. Analog high? I don't know. Let's just save it like this. Whatever. It'll mean something to me. Probably naming audio is the hardest thing in music. Okay, so I can't see it. I saved another thing. So let me save that. Let me come back to this one. It's doing that thing again. So I've got to come out of here, create a new track, go in here, and then let's go back to this one, open this. So this is a bit of a bug. Analog high, that's the one that's saved. Okay, so let's do alright, save as analog bass. Doesn't make any sense. There we go, Bela Lugosi. And then I'll call this one, I'll actually save this. I'm going to call this noise. Electro noise. Okay. Export. 2022. Save. Let's export this one. Export. Lisbon 2022. Wow, this is sort of running too smoothly. Wasn't bothered about Lexington. However, yes, no, I do want to say export this one. So let's export this one. Excellent. Export Lexington 2022. And then what else have we got here? So the Wolfsburg, that has been exported, or no? Yes, that one's been exported already. Perfect. The wasn't bothered about those. Brussels, that was exported, I think. So now I'm going to come into files again. Oh my god. Lexington, Brussels, Wolfsburg, Lisbon, Salzburg. Did I export? Yes, I did. Brussels, that's the name of it. I always forget the name of that. Okay, so now let's select Brussels, Lexington, Lisbon, Salzburg. I'll just select them all again, just to get myself in the habit of it, just to see what happens. Share, Dropbox, Gadget exports, save, uploading. I'm liking this. Once you do it a few times, initially it seems like a ball ache, but once you do it, and then you get used to doing it, then maybe life gets easier, I don't know. But I have got so many tracks where I'm like, I need to pull it into FL Studio, and I'm like, ball ache, but all of a sudden it's not a ball ache, it's a slight ball ache. FL Studio. Right, let's have a look. There's my Korg Gadget. Brussels. Let's pull in a Brussels sprout. University of Wales. So I don't know if I'll be actually doing any music. I think this will just be getting it in here and just going, oh, look at this. Right, so now I'm going to go in here. Oh, this is where they fail. Unless I've got to do an update. No. Yes, yes. Yes. Import. Korg Gadget. Gadget exports. Brussels. It only shows the one that it knows. That's brilliant. There it is. There's the growl. It changed. It changed. Brussels. Get you in there, mate. Look at that. Don't need to have the double thing. Let's get rid of that. Whoops. I'm sure I've got better bass stuff going on here. I mean, oh, Jesus Christ. I've got Serum. I've got like Serum. I've got what else have I got in here? I can't even find it. Pigments. I've got some VSTs in here. Yeah, for some reason I'm just my comfort zone is Korg Gadget. I like the boundaries it has, and now I know I need to break the boundaries by getting it into FL Studio. If I boot up FL Studio without Korg Gadget, I just shit myself. I just look at all the stuff I've got and I go, I'm effed. I don't know what to do. There's too much going on. I've got too many options. I like boundaries. I used GarageBand, and I realised I had no automation, and so I had to break the boundaries, and I tested out FL Studio Mobile, which looked completely different back in the day, and then I made a couple of good tracks on that, and I bloody lost them because I clicked the button to upgrade and change it to the new version of FL Studio, and that completely buggered up my old tracks. There was a good one. There was a good one, and I think it's all gone. That's it, game over. But what was I saying? So yeah, so I had to get out of GarageBand, not through musicability, because GarageBand is there for people who can create amazing stuff in GarageBand, like the iPad version. But I needed automation, and I couldn't do automation in it. I couldn't really make any decent music, to be honest with you, but I needed the automation, and so I moved to Korg Gadget, and the automation was there, and that's where I wanted to progress. And now I'm like, I can still do cool stuff in Korg Gadget. Well, everything's relative, but now there's something about it that isn't working for me, and I need to get it into FL Studio, and hopefully that'll get me comfortable with FL Studio so I can actually start bloody using it properly. That's the goal. Because I've spent a load of money on it. I've got the producer edition, do you know what I mean? I'm not doing anything with it. Anyhow, so we've got that there. That's perfect. Then what are we doing? We are doing next. Let's try Marseille. I'm going to do Marseille, but I'm not going to import Marseille. I'm going to do Labs String Ensemble. Let's try that. Which is release. There we go. You joking? There isn't an attack? Oh, bugger. Let's try long. Reverb release. What is this? What is this? It doesn't tell me what this is. What is it? Bright. What is that? Tightness. Where's tune? Pan. Okay, bugger it. Let's just have this in here and just see what happens. 7, Marseille. Whoops. Once again, don't need that. Let's get this over here. I just don't understand what those two options are. They both seem to be volume. See, this is the free version of Labs, so that's a shame. Am I going to have to bloody... Well, to be honest with you, actually, I could set this back to Marseille. Let's replace... Let's get a bit of Marseille. Strings. Seven. Okay, so what I was talking about, let us say all this is moved over, well, let us say this starts here. What can I do? I can just move it across a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I've just moved it across a bit. You can't do that in Korg Gadget. You can't do it in Korg Gadget. Let me change the... Oops. See, look. How do I change the width part of it? I can do it like this. Look, see? I can start this a little bit more before here. Can't do that in Korg Gadget. If you can, let me know. And if I want, I can then set the attach just a smidgen bit more. To, well, 4 to 70. There you go. Couldn't do that on Korg Gadget. Couldn't do it. I need to start it here. So there we go. I mean, that's pretty cool. Anyhow, so let's try something else. Let's get another layer in. This is excellent. So we're back to Marseille again, but I do need to get other string I'm going to have to buy some string things. Some stringy mother fathering things. I wonder if the choir's got... let me try... Labs again. Cello, vocals, here we go. Choir. Come on. Yes, this one has attack. This one's got attack. Why didn't the other one have attack? Okay. This is what we're talking about. Glasgow. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll start with this one, I guess. Let's just get you in there. Is there a way just to do that? Okay, yeah. Still, that's fine. I've found the optimum time for everyone to be in bed. That is fine. Okay, so let's get the vocals. Let's choose that. Attack. Let's get a bit of attack going here. Release. Definitely need some reverb on this. Maybe, I don't know. So let's try. Here we go. Go to user, imports, Wolfsburg. Come on. Perfect. And then what is this? This is Arc 2 Classic. See is that it's a one-way street. I have to do everything on Korg Gadget and send it over here. I think that's the best way to do it. I don't think I should be modifying too much here. And if I do, I need to prefix it with FL, which means that it's an FL only audio. I don't think I'll be importing it back into Korg Gadget. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so let's try pan 6. That is a lot of stuff. Lexington, let's get the Lexington going. User import Lexington, there you go. Beautiful. Let's see. I'm going to go through the same process again. So I just had to save again because it failed for some reason. I had to save Lisbon with the 2 audio files, so that should have updated now. So I'm now going to export Lisbon 2022. We're going to share that. I'm going to save to Dropbox. We're going to save, and that should override the other one. That's done. Okay. So now I'm going to import Okay, so it's saved a duplicate, so I'm going to actually delete this. Yep, delete everywhere. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to use... Why is there 3 in here? Very strange. Okay. So we're going to use bass, and then Lexington, not so bothered about that one. Let's get another Lisbon in here. So it's still got some little issues. High, okay. High. And then we've got the hiss. Wolfsburg. No, let's get it onto... There we go. So many other different ways in FL Studio to do a hiss, but for now this will do. Okay, so it's in. I've got it in. Now let's go back to... So what I'll do is I'll save this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the light connection file, and I'm going to look at the setup I've got and just sort of build it up very quickly. So what do I have in here? Oh, I've got the kick and everything. I'm not going to do the kick just yet, I don't think, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it as whatever. So what are we looking at? We are looking at Lexington. Is that right? Yeah, Lexington, okay. Which pattern is this? Pattern 8. General pattern 8. So we've got one of these. Another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that goes there. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about anything else right now. Let's just get pattern 7 in. 7 starts there. And that that probably fades in, I don't know. Pattern 6 is there, there. Pattern 6 is also there. That one's also there. The piano appears right near the end. So something like that, I think. The bass, the buttery biscuit bass, that appears 3 in. And does a fade in, and then, but I'm not bothered about doing that right now. I just want to get these things in. So that does that business. What is this, Lisbon? What is this, Lisbon? Okay, so that's there. Probably something like that. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And then we've got the other thing. This. Yep, that does this business as well. That comes in on this one. This section here actually should be twice as long. Not bothered about it right now though. Pattern 5. What is this? Labs. So that starts 1, 2, 3, 4. Marseille. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so Marseille comes in there. Does that still? How can I magically butt that up? Whoops. What is the option for this? Line? Oh well, that'll do. Oh, it's a different sort of line. Yeah, I was about to say that's a bit too far, that is. There we go. Right, so that's there, and then what is that? That is the Marseille. No, that's the Brussels. Oh, that's the Brussels. Brussels is done. Marseille done. Labs. When does Labs kick in? On this 4th section. So 1, 2, 3, 4. bass kicks in the fourth section. And then there is another Glasgow section. So I've got the two labs here, the Marseille. There's two Marseilles. Oh, damn it. I'm going to need to put the other Marseille in, I guess. Yeah, because this one has been quiet. Yeah, that's it. So let's get another Marseille in. Strings, whatever. Um, 16. Pattern 12. Marseille part 2. There you go. That'll be the high pitched thing. Pattern 4 labs. That's Marseille. Okay, let's get you down one. Let's do a bit of Marseille in here. $70, $67. Oh, man alive. $68, whatever. There's no way of bloody doing that good. Maybe they've done an update, I don't know. Right, so there's no drums or anything in it, but let's just listen to this. So there'd be a drum kicking as well. Obviously I can do a hell of a lot more automation in here. Which I'm not going to do right now. So stuff's just going to appear. I'm not going to do automation, but this is my phase 1, getting this track in it. 0.7. Oh man alive. So that's cool. I've managed to export some of the main layers. They're in here now. The export seems to be a lot better for the VST, whatever they're called. Let's have a look. What are they called? Programmed sounds, whatever that is. You can export for everything and import into everything. So there's obviously little mess abouts in there that's awkward, but that seems to work all right. It'll be interesting if I make more changes to 2022 of one of these things, and if I import it, if I get duplicated items, that'll be interesting and irritating. Because if it's the same name, it should just override. So that's a bit irritating, actually. Unless you can sort of delete the settings and then just import again, I don't know. But does that reset a lot of different tracks? If I've got other tracks using these VSTs and I'm using sound designs or sound designs, and then I delete that file, I guess it imports it and it brings it into the VST, so it's not connected to that file. And then when it imports it, it just adds all the names, and then when I import it again, it must duplicate the names. That's bloody interesting, that is. Yeah, so can I just delete? Yeah, I can delete everything, so I can actually... Can I select all? No, you can't select more than one. Which one is that? That is pattern 7, so that is that one. Okay. Let's just make sure. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna walk away feeling like I've just got a victory. So brilliant. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going to bed. But when anyone wakes up, you get on there, you look at that and go, do you know what? I feel like doing that. I feel like figuring that out. You watch this and, you know, Bella Lugosi. Right, I'm going to say see you later. Thanks for watching in the future, because no one's bloody watching it now. But thanks for watching when you do watch. Alright, cheers.